sports. Sanders and Thurman Thomas built and T. Boone Pickens financed. Welcome to Stillwater, Oklahoma, home of the Cowboys, where the paddle people are ready to open up a can. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we see a squad from the Big 12, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Cowboys will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, David.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
Offense getting set for first down. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, though.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on once. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here we go. Off play action. Looking deep. What a snag by the defense. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
The give to the left. Lowers those pads. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on and they wear this defense down.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Right back to the well. Runs through a tackle. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Brown will throw it. They've got the screen set up. Across the 25, he's got room. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
Good enough for first down.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the option. He'll pitch it. Headed to the end zone. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And he bangs his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. Still on his feet at the 45. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He'll take a shot. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The play action fake. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we've played 1 quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Coming after him. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. The Cowboys will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge all week long. They knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Ashley. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. The give to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Cowboys moving quickly to the line. These corners going to give these receivers some space. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. First down for this offense. The option look. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. He'll try the left side. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. He's got 98 yards rushing, and he gets closer and closer to a 1,500-yard season. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They're going to ride this running back. Open space at the 25. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Power ahead. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Caught near the sticks. It's Freeman. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
The Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the deep...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Looking to throw, it's Flores. He's got him in the flat. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On second down, he'll let it fly. Gets it out quickly. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
A nice job by this offense. Put the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is that
he's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Running it to the right. Thrust that arm out. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
To the ground with the back. He breaks a tackle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
On the option. He'll toss it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Rides to the back. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. Little touch pass to the receiver. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 11 over UTSA. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Back to pass, it's Flores. They're bringing heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. Still running at the 40. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time I run it.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy.
And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. A first down for the offense. Dropping back, it's Flores.
The quarterback is taken down for a set. A loss of 8 yards on the play. Brings up second down.
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Sticks it in his belly. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this fullback, he's a part of the running attack. It's not just going to be tailbacks carrying the football. The fullback, he can do some work as well running between the tackles. He showed you there.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the Cowboys are rolling down the field.
It's another first down for the offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is, They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
He's going to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Ford. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Paul. The stiff arm, and now he's got room. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. The AT unit on the field. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Oh, look out. There he goes. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. The defense takes matters into their own hands.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Line gets set, first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll run the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 10. And he's got it and headed the other way, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown. Well, they got the score they needed. Now they need to get the ball back, and the question is, There's a little pressure when you have the lead right here to secure the ball and not give them another chance.
And if you're anticipating onside kick, you better get your hands team out on the field. You've gone through this and you've practiced these situations before, but that oblong football, Reese, it bounces in funny ways. We've seen crazy stuff happens in these situations. I can't wait for this one.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession.
Running toward the tape. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. A 3rd and long here. They can pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. Caught in the backfield, it's Ashley. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to pass, it's Flores. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, this defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now. You wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals.
Nowhere to go. And that's going to be a safety. It prevented the touchdown by falling on it, but they'll give up the deuce. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience.